Since we know place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Ba-boom, ba-boom. Ladies and gentlemen, hey Eugene, how you doing, brother? Since we know place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Got a Verizon hitting new highs today. Yes, to you as well, Deli. Happy snow day. Look at that oil. Look at that oil. Woof. Woof. God damn. Who wants to come over and play in the snow? Snow day. Yeah, we had HGRAF hit another high out of the gate and then started pulling back. It's been a good couple of days so far. Started off the month really hot. Again, I mentioned the USO calls going into the weekend. Of course, we had the Iran news. Those exploded. Yesterday, again, I mentioned USO calls. Those exploded. I'm honestly very surprised that gold and silver are down. But that's okay. Mentioned SPY puts as well. Obviously, we opened red, dropped even lower before we bounced. Just mentioned SPY puts 5 minutes ago. They're up already. This is what we do. This is what we do. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. SB chilling. They're gonna climb that dollar back up, man. Spy puts for the win. Spy puts for the win. That was easy. Hey, it's RD and Killian. What's going on? How we doing? Freaking Storm and Norman outside. Hey, love. It's my boy right there. These people are like, oh, we're streaming? Alright, I'll go in and make some free money. I mean, who doesn't like money? Yes, sir. Account's looking good. Account is growing. Had another little HGRAF party to start off the day. Coming out with those new highs. And look at the way it's just storming back, bro. I'm telling you, you can't keep a good man down. Up to almost 3 million shares today already. Telling you, man. The word is out. And we're back to $8. What a freaking beast this stock is. Holy shit. I mean, I've picked winners before, but holy shit. Yeah, baby. I like it a lot. I like that. It's just too strong, man. It is just way too strong. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. Let me just forward that to the main chat. He's heating up. Truck backing up. He's heating up. This is what I mean, man. Get hit with a snowstorm, wake up, feeling like shit, running around the house, going outside, shoveling snow, coming back, nails a call. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Honestly, who else does this? Let's be honest with each other. Who else does shit like that? And of course, if you were here and paying attention yesterday, I said going into the close, SPY puts, USO calls, bada bing, bada boom. Just another day in the money room, my friends. Speaking of which, I'm gonna have to paint this bitch green. Nice bright green in here all over the walls. What do you think? Too much, right? Got a daily goal set up. What's the reward? I'm gonna talk more. We all know you guys want that. Yes, a big green candle. Gotta be quick with it. Gotta be quick with it. Gonna see one more bump. Yep. Yep. I actually think SPY puts again, but I just feel like they're gonna bump it a little bit more. Uh-huh. You ain't getting me. You ain't getting me. Was something just announced? Somebody said something? Well, I mean, if the dollar's chunking down, gold and silver should go up. Yeah, no, like I said, I mean, they should bounce it one more time. The hell is that? Oh, that was the plow going by. It sounded like a car was dragging a garbage pail or something. I didn't know what I was hearing. Did we attack someone else? What just happened? We got some earnings later. We got some Kalshi plays later. Got some snow outside. Since we know place to go. Hey, what's up, buddy? Was it Zarok? Zarok? Zoltan? Zoltan. I wanna rock, rock. I wanna rock. Yeah, I'm telling you, they're gonna bounce this for a minute. I have no idea what just happened. So if you do, please let me know. I wanna rock. Yep, see what I say? They're bouncing it again. What'd I say? Stuffy, when I don't comment, I'm here. Alright, awesome. Awesome. Happy to have you. Glad you're here. I'm glad everybody's here. Alright, dollar's now dropping big. Dollar's sub 99 right now. Oil just dropped big. Gold and silver starting to climb. What just happened, though? I assume somebody said something. I assume somebody said something. But see, I don't trust it. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? So I'm looking for like some sort of rejection right around here. Right, give it a minute, eh? Just give it a minute. What's up, Ganti? I have no idea what's going on. Yes, good morning, good morning. It looks like someone said it did something, and they tried to just reverse the markets over the last few minutes. What time is it? 2:45? I don't know, man. I don't know. Again, right? Like, it looks good. But I don't know if I trust it. Might see a bump, a little bit of a higher high here, maybe like 68.36. And then, in my opinion, I'd buy puts. Trump asserts U.S. Navy will escort tankers in Hormuz if required. Ah, yes, if you recall, Iran shut down the Strait of Hormuz. So now, in the moment, everything's reversing. Right now, oil's coming back down, as you see, now up only 1.7%. So, I mean, technically on this headline, if you want really quick, you could do USO puts. And you could probably scalp them real quick. Something like SCCO should rebound with gold and silver. Dollar going down. Technically, stocks are going up. Oh, my Atlanta. Can't see a fucking thing. Alright, so that would put it like there. I wanna rock. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you know, you draw out the daily trend line, and supposedly they just, you know, came out with the news that, you know, flipped everything on its head. But I could also see it, like, coming up to this line and then crashing. So, 68.36, like, back to 98.7, back to 98, back to 98.7. Back to 98.7. Back to 98.7. Gap fill. Gap fill. 68. 68.60. Hop the fence. Spike calls here. Spike calls here. Hop in the fence. Hop in the fence. Hop in it. Hop in it. Hop in it. Hop in it. Let's go. Take action. Hey, there he is. Yes, oil, yes. Again, if you're just coming in, it was supposedly just announced. Trump once again asserts U.S. Navy will escort tankers in the Strait of Hormuz if required. Okay, so the whole shutting down the strait, we might not be able to trade oil, that we can't get oil in and out, right? That issue in the moment, right? Because this is a trader's market. In the moment, we just flipped the script. So the big surge you had on oil, on the speculation, of course, that it was going to get more difficult. Obviously, you can see that started to chunk down on the announcement, came down, bouncing off that trend line. You can see the dollar chunk down as well. In my opinion, though, I do think it eventually tries to retrace here. But right now, in the moment, it does look like SPY calls paying off. In the moment, we're going to bounce a little bit. SLV climbing nicely, obviously. Looks like we popped up, seeing a little tightening here. Going to take that next leg higher, in my opinion. Again, this is what they do, you know, like we got smacked with a couple of negative headlines. Now you come out with a little positive headline, right? Flip the script, get the money flowing back in. And then probably after the close of tomorrow morning, they're going to flip the script again. You know what I'm saying? This is why we say we got to take what the market gives us. If they, you know, if they want us to hop the fence here and that's the play, we'll take it for now, but Still don't trust this market. Hey, Slick Rick, how we doing, baby? Investors make a dash for cash. Trying to reverse the market. Yep. Yep. If they bring her back down, then they're gonna bring this one back up. Do you know what I'm saying? This is not financial advice. Fishing for roaches over here, don't mind me. Hey, putting the Nikes on. What's up, buddy? How you doing? How you doing, huh? Gummy bears are dangerous. The more you know. Yeah, they're gonna try to reject that here. Spiking oil back up. Yeah, they're playing games right now. Oh, excuse me. I don't know. They are playing with it. Quit playing games with my heart. Party over here. Get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I'm just bouncing oil like nothing happened, huh? Ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-ba-da-ba-do-ba-do-do-do-do. Boop, 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 boop. Excuse me. Since we know place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Oil storming back. Look at this. If it doesn't reject hard here, it's just going to pop back up to where it was. DraftKings having a day, huh? This is what I mean. The stars must be aligned. That's why nothing else makes sense, because DraftKings are up 4%. Yeah, another big green candle right there. Oh yeah, they're stepping it. Stepping fetcher, baby. They are stepping this sumbitch. Greedy bastards, they can't help themselves. I tell you. It's a big club, and you ain't in it. You and I are not in the big club. Yep, so should be going higher right now. Candy is dandy, but liquor is quicker. Ba-dum-ba-bum, ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-dum-ba-ba. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da. You guys ever go to Dublin before? Heard it's nice over there. Have you ever been? Telling you, man, DraftKings. Once I saw DraftKings up 4%, I said, "Oh, it's gonna be a rough day." Said, "Uh-oh." Oh, Dublin is glorious. Hmm. Yep. That's why we go to Dublin, boys and girls. On to the next. On to the next. Oh, blue. Da, 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 da. Hey, Big Nick, what's up, brother? How you doing? I'm also doing well, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, no pikers today. I think they're starting to learn. I think they're starting to learn that we're very good. They lose every argument. They're just wasting their time. It's too strong. The word is out. The word is out. What a beast. Beast. S&P getting smacked. I don't know. That was weird. It's like they dropped the dollar for nothing. Unless we see a rally in the last, like 20 minutes or whatever, which is possible. I can't be perfect. I'm just waiting to play in the snow, baby. Everyone does know my first name. You just showed up. But my name is Derek. Like Jeter. Because I'm out there with the golden glove getting the clutch hits for the team. You understand? Derek. Derek. Yeah, man, I don't nickel and dime. Do you want it or not? Spark him if you got him. Gave this guy a perfect, flawless Derek for real line from the movie. Didn't even get a reaction. What a waste. What a waste. Wasting my movie knowledge in here. For what? Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba. Do I have a longer analysis on MBOT? My best friends call me Cash. S&P stick in the mud over here. Useless. Takes a whiskey drink, takes a lager drink. Takes a vodka drink, takes a soda drink. So I got knocked down, but I got up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I really thought we'd be bouncing here up to like 68.50 going into the close. Might happen at 352. I don't know. I don't know. It's going down for real. Bringing the dollar down. Gold and silver should be going up, in my opinion. It's going down for real. Yeah. People come in and want analysis. Like I said, I don't mind, especially since I did it already on that stock. But all you gotta do is mention like, yeah, send me a few dollars. That's it. Radio silent. It's going down for real. Yeah, they're gonna drop that sumbitch. They can't help themselves. That one is in a state of infancy. In infancy. That one might take a little while. It's been a while. Oh my. It's been a while. Yep, 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 yep. Oh yeah, here comes that late day rally. Everybody put your rally caps on. It's going down for real. That's it, baby. It's what I like to hear. Well, you know what they say. Good things come to those who wait. Hopefully those spy calls start to pay off. I'm gonna grab a smoke. I'll be right back. Back in action. This weather is destroying my head, I'll tell you that much. Keeping the dollar down, bringing oil back up. Yeah, I don't feel like it had the reaction that everyone was expecting with that announcement. It's going down for real. Yeah, honestly, USO calls going into the close might still be the play, believe it or not. Going down for real. Here we go. Get your spy calls here. Big gap up. Woo! Woo! There it goes. Can't keep a good man down. SLV calls for tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, it should have a bounce back. Again, remember, we saw what was happening with gold, and then we saw the inevitable breakup that started to happen with silver. Now, all of a sudden, you notice we're hearing bullshit, we're hearing nonsensical headlines every couple of hours. Silver's swinging, and it dropping, and then the next day it's popping. That's why it may be hard to judge day by day. But in general, I'm still very confident saying silver, in my opinion, is going to 200 an ounce. Going down for real. Oil back above trend line. Going down for real. Oh, dropped something. Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba. Oh, HGRAF. Why does it taste so sweet? Uh, love this shit. HGRAF back at highs, 822. New highs, 823. It's a HGRAF party. It's a HGRAF party.
That was easy. That was easy. That was easy.
Yeah, they're playing with the indices right now. That tells me that some wild shit is coming. Again, I mean, I might be on the wrong side of it, but in my opinion, I think USO calls, SLV calls, GLD calls, SPY puts, QQQ puts, in my opinion. SPY puts for overnight, in my opinion. We also have earnings. Yes, earnings. Hello, please. I would go with CrowdStrike puts. Crowd puts. Maybe calls on box. Puts on Ross stores. Calls on B&G, of course, as we know. That's coming up, baby. See what else we got. Black Rock Coffee Bar. Never heard of it. Probably gonna beat earnings. People love coffee. What else we got here? Fuel Tech. Excel Entertainment. Yeah, you can buy that one, I guess. Excel. Calls. I don't know. A lot of these companies, very light revenue. And how about tomorrow morning? Abercrombie and Fitch. I like girls that wear Abercrombie and Fitch. Somehow they're consistently beating earnings. Yeah, what's the debt though? Billion. Looking for 167. I don't think so. Yeah, we got the Kalshi mentions too for the earnings call on Crowd. Uh, just looking here. What is Wix again? The hell's this company do? Oh, it's in Israel, huh? Ah, what a great company. Alright, I guess we'll play the game. Calls on Wix. Bath and Body Works should be puts. Maybe Genie calls. Bear. Yeah, that's it, I think. Gotta go to class. Outage for crowd. Yeah, it seemed like a good bet. Yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt. Do what you gotta do. We'll link up later. I gotta go back on X and tweet this out. We're getting so popular on X, man. X, man. Oh, Neo letting them know. Appreciate it, brother. It's just too strong, man. They can't keep a good man down. Absolutely beautiful. Market's dropping now in the last couple of minutes. Yep. Uh-huh. 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 Yeah, this is what's known as a bullshit day. But at least we all have some HGRAF. A new HGRAF high a day keeps the losses at bay. Oh, why does it taste so sweet? Up. Love being a turtle. Oh, smacked it with the double top. Ba-da-ba-bam, ba-da-ba-bam. What's the day? Well, they're out there playing games. Oil climbing, end of the day. And of course, we had HGRAF, new highs. Again, 835. HGRAF hits 610. 610. Holy shit. And I guess everyone's waiting for CrowdStrike, so we'll watch those earnings. Of course, we got the Kalshi also. Kalshi. I will invite all of you, my friends, to make an account if you want. Alright. And we got our Kalshi over, or Poly Market if you want. Some of these are expensive. Yeah, I like Outage too. I'll take some of those. It's Mustang Sally. Take some of those. What is Shadow? Pain in my ass, huh? Mustang Sally. Let's see what's going on over here. Looking like crowd puts for the win. For the win. All right, crowd. It looks like they technically beat. Revenue a little over 1.3 billion. They were looking for about 1.3 billion. Adjusted EPS looked like it was slightly above this 110 right here. Net income did look kind of low to me off the top of my head, but I don't know. I guess we'll see how the market digests this. But crowd right now, one that I'm sure a lot of people were betting on, currently down 3%. And I just want to check. Yep, said puts on that one, baby. All right. 539.6 million for B&G. They were looking for 538. That's two now. That's 2 quarters back to back. Revenue beat. Looks like the EPS may have been a tiny miss. You can see adjusted 28 cents. 2025 results reflect divestitures, improved margin, lower impairment charges, cautious 26 outlook. Of course they have to say that. Unbelievable. But yeah, looking for about 29.5 cents. Adjusted 28 cents. In my opinion, though, still a good quarter, a good buy. I like it. All right, Neo, we see that. Appreciate that update. Neo talking about comparative advantage for HGRAF. Mentioning an Australian company, throwing out some figures in the Discord. Appreciate that, brother. Up, B&G. And shades. Ah, why does it taste so sweet? The rest of them were a gamble. We know that, but got crowd puts correct. And we got B&G calls correct. That's how you do it. That is how you do it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. Love it. I like it. I love it. I want more of it. Da-da-da. Ba-da, ba-da, ba-da-da. Follow the yellow brick road. 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 Oh, crowd with the U-turn. NG, so quiet. Look at it. So quiet. I love it. I love it. Do, 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 do. That's the way. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I like it. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That's the way. I like it. That's why I tell you, man. Amazing. I had a feeling I had a feeling, again, shout out to whoever that was that came in and mentioned the oil as well. That we started looking at it, saw it was above that one resistance line. But again, it's like like we all just kind of felt like this whole situation, I guess, in the Middle East. We'll just clarify the, generalize the whole region, but in the Middle East, we all kind of felt like the whole thing was coming to a head, right? Like we were just percolating, just waiting for the pop, waiting for the announcement. Because unfortunately, it seems like that was the plan all along. But my point was, we had what, maybe a couple of bad days in February, with like the Fubo and the PayPals and shit. I mean, again, I don't want to jinx it, but other than that, we've been doing pretty damn well in here. And it's been, what, 8, 9 weeks into the new year? I mean, again, maybe we had a bad one. Maybe. Because, again, even when we had Fubo and PayPal down, I mean, that day, the next day, we were still nailing trades and shit. Yeah, I don't know. I think we've been doing pretty well. I think we've been doing pretty damn well. Off to a really nice 8, 9 week start here for the year. And apparently HGRAF, again, we were looking at the offering, and I mentioned that warrant acceleration, and again, I believe they were talking, what, 1220, right? And that's here, and that's why I was saying the breakup could be to freaking $20. So that's why, if we get above that 12, 12 and a quarter, whatever it worked out to, if we get above that mark, they can kick in the warrant acceleration as they're going to market, getting orders to come in, which is further going to fuel stock price, right? And because there's so much more value coming in my opinion, even if they force the warrant acceleration, bring the volume in, and then dilute, it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter at that point. You know what I mean? At that point. But even recently, if you notice, they were really smart about it. They were really smart about it, right? Because they went from like a very tiny micro cap up to like, a couple of billion real quick. And they could have, almost similar to what we saw with ASTS, right? They could have really taken advantage of the situation. And, they could have did an offering for like 500 million if they wanted to. Instead, what? They did 30 million Canadian? That was like 50 million bucks. The stock dipped 5%, instantly rebounded. You know what I'm saying? So they're doing it well. Again, shout out to Nick. He was watching it for a while. Soon as he posted the offering news, he just reminded everybody, hey, listen, the last time they did this, shares got gobbled up right away. We ended up bumping up to a new high regardless. So, that's literally exactly what happened again. So, their timing is very nice. They're not being greedy about it. Yeah, man. Absolutely outstanding. I can't believe I missed this one. Yep, oil back up to trend line now. Sitting at about 74.5. Back up almost 5%. This is what I mean, man. They're trying to pull a fast one on us. Check back on crowd. Pretty much flat right now. Yeah, some of these earnings, I know I had the mic off before. I know I was talking to somebody, but Ross Stores came out, looks like a huge pop. It's actually setting up for a bull flag, but Ross Stores, ROST, I thought, in my opinion, they were going to be hurt a little bit by the tariffs, but apparently just didn't matter. So Ross Stores brings in $2 a share, estimates $1.90, 6.64 billion, estimates 6.4. So really nice quarter for Ross Stores. Stock popping about 6% right now after hours. Who else did we have? We had Box. Box seeing about a 3 1/3% bump here. Revenue slightly beats expectations. We were looking for 304. Fiscal year 26 revenue up 8% to 1.18 billion. Fiscal year 27 outlook targets 8% growth and higher margins. So sounds like a pretty good quarter for Box. Company repurchased almost 4.5 million shares. Revenue up 10% year over year. Very nice. Brought in 306. Okay, estimates 304. Not too shabby. Box. I guess one of the kind of forgotten about tech names, if you will. Seeing about a 3% bump here after hours. And I was curious again about this coffee company. Did we beat? What's going on? 50 mil. Revenue up 25%, right? What did I say? Coffee. People love coffee. That's what I mean. I never even seen this company before in my life, right? But I said calls. I mean, technically, you're not seeing a crazy reaction. Stock's up 1 1/3%, but they beat, right? You know, that's what I mean. Like, I'm on the right track. You know what I mean? Adjusted EBITDA up 52%. 2026 guidance for continued growth. What's the market cap on this? 740. 740. Targets 36 new stores, a little over $250 million in revenue, and mid-single digit same-store sales growth. Damn. You notice these coffee places keep popping up, and they're just, that's what I mean. People love coffee. And people are like, oh yeah, Starbucks is doing dumb shit. Oh, this company opened a location? Yeah, whatever, I'll go there from now on. You know what I mean? Like, that's how people are thinking. So they just opened 12 new stores, planning to open 36 more. Yeah, this is, in my opinion, this is Bros. This is Bros early on, right? We know about Bros. Shout out to those. If you know, you know. Dutch Bros, again, you can see. Of course, we looked at it back here, back in the 30s. Stock absolutely exploded, jumped up to about 86. But you can see here, we're tightening, we're channeling down, and Bros has been very popular. Basically what we just read about with that other stock, right? They're continuing to open more locations, and revenue keeps beating, and everything's great. And the reason why, again, these companies, I think, are doing well now is because Starbucks kind of popped themselves in the foot, right? With all that dumb shit that they were doing. So now the Dutch Bros of the world and the, what was it, Black Rock Coffee, those are the buys now, you know what I mean? In the coffee space, anyway, in my opinion. But, yeah, I'm going to throw that out now. Let me see something, though, because last time I said I like Amber. And the stock got absolutely decimated. Oh yeah, and I mentioned Smuckers. That was on the 24th as well. Down and then up. Alright, so at least that one worked out well. Nice little top and bottom line beat for Smuckers. Another one that a lot of people forget about because they focus on the larger names in the space, and understandable, but again, Smucker, this is what they do, jelly and crap, look at that. Paying out a dividend, yielding almost 4%, right? Brand name stock, slow and steady. You bought a jelly off the shelves, right? We know who they are. When is this earnings calls at 5? All right, we're chilling. We're chilling. Nobody clicked on my referral link so I can get a free 25 bucks. All right, screw you guys. I'm going home. What was it? BRCB, yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. See that? That's what I mean. And like I really wish there was like 5 of me so I can keep an eye on all these random symbols and stuff. Because something like this, again, you know as well as I do now at this point that we established 99 out of 100 of these IPOs that come to market are just looking for the highest price, right? So they can just raise and get the most money for themselves, which of course makes sense. But the problem is the shareholders get screwed over. Right? And we've seen this time and time again. Even if companies come out and they beat, the first 1, 2, 3 quarters, it doesn't matter because they valued the company at like 10 billion and, now they're bringing in like 100 mil. And they're above estimates, but at the same time, they were greedy out of the gate. So first we got to bring you all the way back down to earth. Then we readjust your price and then we could start growing your stock back up with your good news. Right? So I really wish, because after what I just read, I mean, this came out 25, went up to 30, if I caught this like down here, would have been fantastic. But still, in my opinion, I do like it here at 15. Again, if we double up from here just back to 30, back to those previous highs, we're only talking about a $1.5 billion market cap. It's not too crazy, especially with the way we, give ASTS a $40 billion market cap and they didn't do anything yet. Yeah, no, 100%, 100%, and you can see it almost with, again, Palantir, perfect example. I mean, people got pumped about it out of the gate, so I can't necessarily put it all on them, right? But if you come back here again, yeah, they came out, I think it was like 750, and then of course the stock it jumps up to 45, and then it comes all the way back down to 580, right? Before apparently they started taking over the world. So that's why I say, like, really, like 9 out of 10 times, almost, no matter what the IPO is, you could probably wait. You could probably wait. See, back in the day, I guess you can say they weren't as greedy, and they kind of got more of like a realistic valuation. But obviously, the goal is for you to become an accredited investor so that you can potentially have access to the shares pre-IPO. Right? That's obviously what you want. Oil up over 5% now. Uh-huh. They tried to pull a fast one on us. Like I said, they caught me there with those calls. I'll admit it. I'm man enough to admit it. But they ain't bullshitting a bullshitter with this one, I'll tell you that much. $4.34. We got earnings call in 25 minutes. Guess we'll just hang out, enjoy each other's company. You know what? We can play a game. What's that game, huh? Yeah, we'll play a game. Keep you guys sharp. Do a little connections, huh? Let's go. Create 4 groups of 4. Let's go. I gotta keep you sharp, man. Hmm. 'Ain't gonna make me do this myself, huh? Alright. Fourth meat. Where my southern is at. Well, like I said, right now I'm seeing like flank steak, hanger, brisket. Looking for that. What do you got there? The hook steak? Looking for the hook? Wow, it didn't even say 3 out of 4 correct. All right, so we're on the wrong path with that one. We are on the wrong path with that one. How about the Big Dipper, the Big Mac, the Big Apple? And Big Brother, yes, thank you. Because I was completely lost on that one. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. See that? Keeping you sharp. Always working. Always working. All right. Hmm. Touch. Touch neighbor. Quicksand. Quicksand. Things that drop, things that sink. About a rod, a shelf, a hook, and a hanger. Things in a closet. Ah! Look at that. Should have been on a game show. Uh, I don't know. I have a feeling it's going to be something random, like frickin' like 4 names of like country albums or something. I don't know. So, should I date fat girl who's nice or skinny girl who has a terrible personality? Oh man. Probably gonna have to go with the fat girl. Probably gonna have to go with the fat girl. Probably be a lot easier for her to change her weight than for the other chick to change her personality, I'll tell you that much. My mind is not working here because I'm not. What's going on here? Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm missing. I'm not making the connection. uh. Not even 3 out of 4. Interesting. Wow. Wow. All right, Delhi. See what I mean? The hell was that? What? Fleet is a synonym for speedy? Alright. Like I said, maybe it was me, do a little Wordle? What time is it? Still got time. Let's go, baby. I'm not logging in. They always want you to log in, make an account, right? It's not because you really get anything. It's because we're going to sell your name to someone else so we can make money. Done logging in. We're going to keep it religious. First word is going to be the Bible. I forgot what that means. I think the I is in the right place and there's an L and an E somewhere. Not in the right place, though. Yeah. Yep. Oh, oh. That's how you do it. That's how we stay sharp, baby. Oh, don't look now. Oil's up 5.5%. Talk about the ultimate manipulative frickin' head fake. I knew it, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. There's oil in them there hills. Wow, they are destroying gold and silver right now. I'm still not buying it. I'm not buying it. I think they rejected here, man. I really do think they rejected back down here. Dollar goes down, gold and silver goes up, oil gonna stay up, dollar goes down, stocks usually go up, but I disagree. I do know one thing though. Will either be right or wrong. Let's just recheck some of these names real quick. Crowd, up, down, back to flat. B&G doing anything? Yeah. Hello? See what I mean? I'm in here making calls, great calls, stock pops. No one cares. What's going on here? So, yeah, if you weren't paying attention, B&G hit 6.5 after hours. Nah, I think our buddy Punjabi has a stake in it. Oh, also, I think that other guy, what was his name? Like Alex or something like that? That guy who came in like, oh, I got, right? What do you say? Oh, I got like 200K, make me $1 million or whatever. He came in. I think I might have mentioned it to him also. I know I told someone recently in a DM, you know, in my opinion, you should have BGS. So that's what I mean. You know, that's what I mean. And no one pays me for this, you know. And I'm here. I'm just trying to do the right thing for everybody, hoping that, you know, everyone will do the right thing for me. And it's just unfortunate that a lot of people aren't taking it seriously, or a lot of people are just being scumbags about it. But either which way,
That was easy.
you're fucking A right it was. Whew. Been on it since last quarter, right? So it was $4, sub $4 when I was talking about it last time. Had the pop straight up to 5. Kept talking about it, kept talking about it. You had an opportunity back there at 4, kept talking about it. Stock hit 6.5. Right? So from the 2 times we spoke about it, if you got in and now it holds this and opens there, you're up over 50%. Plus dividends. That's what I mean. People really don't realize what I'm bringing to the table. And they want to come out, they try to bust my balls. Oh, you got lucky. Oh, how come you're not a millionaire then? It's like, bro, you know everyone you see online touting that, you know that's all bullshit, right? You know that's all smoke and mirrors? You haven't figured that out yet? Look at how good I am at my job. As I said, if I started, when I started the channel, if I had a couple of 100K like a lot of you do, I'd be worth easily a couple of million by now. And that's with taking speculative losses and shit along the way, right? So I would have already made myself a millionaire just in the last couple of years, and I wouldn't have to do this anymore, and I wouldn't help you. Right? That's why it makes me laugh. People, oh, where's your money? Bro, if I had it, you wouldn't have me. So, as much as you're trying to talk shit, the real reality of the situation is, you don't want me to get money. It is technically in your best interest for me not to make myself a millionaire. Nah, the few shekels you throw my way goes straight into Kalshi, brother. I can't live off what your cheap ass sends me. I'm in here counting dimes. Struggling to afford pasta. I love you though. Until I'm taking about 500 of your money and putting it into my Kalshi wallet, you're on my bedside. Nah, but honestly, you, Killian, even Lucio, I know he got the new job, so he's working all wild hours now. He hasn't been around, but honestly, man, like you, Killian, you guys keep me going, man. You guys really keep me going. So I appreciate you guys, man. I appreciate you guys. Even if for any reason I have an unbelievably, like, bad mental breakdown and I start raging at everyone in here, you and him, at minimum, should never take anything like that seriously. You guys are awesome. You make me want to get up in the morning. Now, all we got to do is find about 50 more people like you guys, and everybody will have a good time. I just can't wait to find the next HGRAF and go big. CrowdStrike earnings call starting in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Looking for the penny stocks? Yep. Like I said, man, that was just like beautiful, man. It was beautiful. And again, it wasn't, it turned out to be the perfect storm, right? But again, it was consistent positive updates, data, trials. It was a material coming to the market that was the best of its kind. The timeline was correct when we found it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so many things lined up. So I just want everyone to be careful because remember, every company that goes public, even on the OTC markets, they all promise the world, right? They're all going to change the sector and grab 30% of the demographic and all this shit, right? But until it happens, it's all bullshit. So that's why, again, like, you got to be very careful because people will, they'll bring me some random company that, like, makes a sensor that's going to take over the world. And, like, you think it's going to make 10,000%. And then it just never comes to fruition. Who was embezzling money? They were a year behind schedule. And then before you know it, you're down 97%. If you sell, you get kicked in the nuts. You don't want to buy more. And then people say, oh, I'm down 98%, but if I sell, I just know they're going to announce something and I'm going to miss out. That's why penny stocks are rough, which is why I never made them my focus. HGRAF, it was just beautiful. Yeah, no, regardless of what the situation is, always got to do your research, always got to be careful with those kind of stocks. But yeah, I'm just glad, like I said, I'm glad a lot of people saw the video, a lot of people were seeing the updates. We kept talking about it in the Discord, and everyone kind of seemed like we were on the same page about how truly game-changing it could be. And now we're here. I'm just glad it worked out. Because again, we've seen so many times where just, they just have like some schmuck behind the steering wheel. And look at what happened with STEM, right? You know what I mean? Like that's why nothing is ever guaranteed. So sometimes it's hard to know. Like, yeah, you have a great service, but can you, cultivate new clients and really grow the business correctly? Do you have the right people in the right jobs? And you see it even time and time again with even some of these larger brand name companies as well. There was a time, McDonald's was down, I think, for like maybe a couple of years. Because they had the guy, I don't know, I forgot his name, but, they brought in some guy who was new CEO, and that was when they just, like, started drastically expanding the menu, right? And they were, like, going big with, like, the McCafe and shit. So all of a sudden, they had, like, 100 items on their menu when they used to have, like, 8. And, margins started to get hit, the stock started dropping. And that's what I mean. It's like, like, we put you in charge of McDonald's, and you fucked it up. Like, you know what I'm saying? So nothing is guaranteed, unfortunately. You never know what's going to happen. And see, now everyone who's a member of the channel should have owned BGS, right? Because it was one of the 3 names I mentioned in my previous 3 small caps that I would personally be buying video. that I did specifically for the members. But no one seems to notice. No one seems to care. That's what I mean. Right now, I should have 15, 20 people like hit me up like, "Yo, bro, great call. Good shit, man. Appreciate you." Ridiculous. I don't know. Maybe it's me. I believe in miracles. Up. Live. Up $2. Falcon Flex up to 99. Did they say it or did it just go to 99? Joking. I believe in miracles. Button, button, who's got the button? I'm surprised only sometimes they have the earnings call. Believe in miracles.
$5 billion. Only pure play cybersecurity software company to achieve this milestone. 3. Record free cash flow of $376 million for the quarter, or 29% of revenue. And for the year, we delivered record free cash flow of $1.24 billion, or 26% of revenue. 4. All-time record operating income of $326 million for the quarter, or 25% of revenue. This is the third consecutive quarter of record operating income For the year, we delivered $1.05 billion of operating income, exceeding the billion-dollar operating income milestone for the first time. 5,
Oh, big
record
money.
net new ARR from cloud, next-gen identity, and next-gen SIM collectively. Ending ARR for these solutions collectively grew more than 45% year over year.
I see so many people fighting on X, bro. What is everyone's problem? Ba-ba-da-ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Let's go, baby. Big money, big money. Gotta be in it to win it. You gotta risk it to get the biscuit. Whoo, look at that B&G. Bum-bum-ba-da-ba-da-da-da-da. Place your bets. Is it on the website? Damn, look at all this shit. The Falcon. Damn, look at all this shit. me see what they've been doing. Alcon. Yep, they said NVIDIA. They said hyperscaler. AWS. Signal. We are on a mission. Oh, for crying out loud. Nope. My new rule, no new accounts. Until they make an account with me, I'm not making an account with them. Yep. Said Gen AI. Did you say Gen AI? Yep. I guess a lot of people just bought it. People are just buying everything. Ugh. Yep, keyboard right on schedule. Man, kryptonite. Man, this is why I can't wait for UFC again, man. I've been having bad luck with everything else. Said Microsoft. He said everything but these in China. That's crazy. Uh, that's why they tell you not to gamble. No, come back. Come back. Ugh. In the L. Yep, that was fun while it lasted. Whoever just came in, gave me the 20th like, I appreciate you. Hey, Carlos. Yeah, it was a pretty good day. We had HGRAF hit new highs. Just rolled the dice here with some prediction bets. That didn't work out. But it's okay. It's all good. Fortunately, yeah, you're here at the end of the day. I'm pretty wiped. And I'm probably going to go relax, eat something, hang out. But appreciate you stopping by, man. Appreciate you giving me that like. Appreciate your support as always. Hope you had a good day. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Yeah, I'm going to spark one up, get some rest, and get ready for tomorrow. You do the same thing, though. Oh, I just cracked my back. You guys all do the same thing. I love you guys. Hope everyone had a good day. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a good night, man.